Okay. Actually, these videos I'm trying to presenting for my students, those already completed the SEO courses, and for those basically those are thinking still to come into the SEO industry, and the business owners and entrepreneurs, those are basically facing a lot of issues after the Google's Penguin and Panda updates, and there is a lot of inquiries are coming up how they can cope up for this kind of regular updates from Google's. Okay, and today I thought I should jot down some points, some factors which is currently we should have to all we should have to concentrate into these points, and if we cover this kind of points in our website for and also implement the some sort of activities on that, so I hope that we will get a better results in the Google search engine as well as the others major search engines. So let's check the list from first is there is a basically a checklist basically I prepared today classes for the on-page factors. Okay, and in on-page factors you can see there is a couple of sub points basically I have declared over here. That first is coming up with the website architectures. So we have to when we are talking about the SEO and when it is comes into the on-page SEO factors, so it should starts with the website structures, because the structures it should look like a building's base point. If the base of the building is not strong, in that cases the whole buildings will not be good active for the futures. In that same scenarios, if we are doing the SEO for a particular website, we should have to concentrate on the base point of the website, that is the website designs and architectures. So we also have to keep in mind that Google's regular basis they are giving the more stress into the mobile website and responsive website. So in that terms, if we are coming up with a website which is the most absolute the codings for the HTML's point of view, and that is not the mobile friendly, which is not a responsive kind of, like the mobile users not getting a good experience with your website, in that cases that will harms in our ranking definitely. So when we are getting a website for the client website or our website, we should concentrate that we should cover the sites into we should transform the sites into the mobile website, so that the sites looks good into the mobiles in the different mobile platforms, and when the users in mobiles also they get a good experience when they are opening the websites as well as when they are visiting your websites. Okay, so in website architecture's point of view, we should consider that the mobile website which is recommended, like you should there is a lot of platforms, there is a lot of free platforms, but you can convert your HTML websites into the responsive website and the mobile friendly website. So you take help, or you can take help for the experts. There is a lot of websites coming up right now. There is a theme forest is there, there is a websites Mozo Place is there. Through that there is a lot of templates you will get. There is a lot of theme there will be available, which is a free, and some is the paid with a lot of features. So you can subscribe. The range is from the $50 to $100, which is cost Indian rupees is a 5,000 to 6,000 rupees. So I hope that will give you the main kind of things, the looks of the website, the impressions of the website, the appearance of the website will be very good if you change on that kind of if you are using that kind of templates and these things. So website architecture wise, there is another points you should concentrate, that you should come up with in website architectures. If we are considering the website architectures, we should also consider the how the website architecture we are thinking. Whether when we are thinking as a website, if this is my websites and how we are coming up, like this is the menu verse where we are putting the menus, whether that menus and sub menus are coming the way it will come and the way it will be segregated. So there the folder systems also you have to keep in mind that how the folders websites will come up. For example, if your website is www.abc.com and there is a options like SEO. Okay, so you can go ahead for the SEO.html, or you can put this landing page into your subsections also. If I make it this way, like services and then SEO.html. So these two structures is defined, like one is basically coming and connecting with your root level, another is the folders which is segregating under services you are offering the SEO sections. Okay, so there will be sections like in under services you can go ahead for the SMO sections, you can go ahead for the digital marketing sections, lot more. what services you are offering. So the architectures also you have to keep in mind what architectures you should follow, okay, so that the architectures and how you are implementing that one. And also there is another concentrations into the website architecture part, like your call of actions, okay, like while you are putting your call of actions, okay, that call of actions is most important, okay. And also there is another part you should concentrate what you are using. Some cases maximum websites we follow that some JavaScripts rolling over there, some slides going over there, and that slides basically taking a lot of times. There is a lot of loading times they are capturing. So whether you will put the still pictures over here, whether you will put the rolling things, if you are using these slides, so you should consider that you should optimize the slides so that it takes a lesser times, okay. And also you have to keep in mind that the first fold when the any visitors in the desktops or it is a mobiles or in any platforms, when they are opening, first fold will be the major concentrating port, okay. In first fold, if you are passing your measures informations, which will be very good for your cases, it will help for the conversions and it will help also for the search engine ranking, because the first fold will be indexed first, and in that cases you can showcase that what you trying to implement and what exactly your site is offering. So in these cases first fold content promotions is most important for our cases currently, okay.
So will this be filled up with contents only in the first fold?
Yeah, first fold you can cover up with the pictures and content. The most important things, it should not waste it with the only pictures. It should combination with the call of actions, it should combinations with the content you want to convey, okay, because the content will play a good roles over there. If your content is maybe the call of actions with cover up with your content, or maybe it could be a button kind of things, and also you can mention the major headlines like H1s you can pass into the first fold.
Okay.
And in H1s there should be your targeted points, your targeted keywords, or maybe what exactly you want to convey, that will pass over here, okay. So that website architectures you will think of. And also the internal pages, like how in your websites how you are passing your informations or visitors into the internal pages, like the architectures what you are offering over here, how it is user friendly, whether it is user friendly for your visitors or not, whether they are getting your end informations very easily from your website homepage. And you also know that there is the 2 clicks factors, like if you are coming your website's content, you might be have a 50,000 products, you might have a services, 100 types of services, but if it is not crawlable, if it is not visible by your users, so it is useless for your cases. So you should think of your architectures in such a way so that your users can get your informations with a 2 clicks by a 2 clicks means effort, like if it will save their times and it will be easily callable for by the search engines, as well as it will increase the user experience. Yes, sorry.
So 2 clicks.
2 clicks is like in a home page when they are coming up, and for examples you have a service sections, right? So they have reached in your service sections. In service sections they've identified when they are entering into the services, they click first. They given a first click, okay. And there from services you have listed a couple of services, okay, and in that services everything you listed over here. So when they are coming in this page, so they are going for they might trying to visit your SEO pages, they want to inquire about your SEO services. So in that case is when they are clicking on the SEO services, that is another click, so it's a come up with the 2 clicks, okay. So that you have to think of.
So is this similar with the breadcrumbs?
Not exactly. Breadcrumbs is something it's not a breadcrumbs. Yeah, definitely in a breadcrumbs way you can reduce that clicks factors. Like if you using well defined breadcrumbs, it will increase your linkability, and it will also be increase the users experience. It will be good. Like users can any point of users can come up in a home page. Users can come up in a subsections. So it will be always good. Like if you are using breadcrumbs, but breadcrumbs and 2 clicks factors is something not the parallel relevant, okay. So next basically we should cover up that the next patterns is basically the content distributions. Okay, the another major factors, like after panda and penguins, the another factors I think it should come up with the content distributions. Maximum websites basically written by the content writers, specialists in India and the abroad as well, is the content is for the only sake of the content. It's not the user's experience oriented content. Like some cases, what we get a lot of clients website, we see that the contents written in a such a way, it is a stuff with all the keywords they want to target in a particular pages. So it's mostly it's a keyword stuffing content rather than they are thinking of the user's experience kind of things, like what exactly the users are looking for. So in your content distributions part, you should also concentrate as how your content will come up, how you are blending your content for your users, what exactly information is you want to convey to your target visitors when they are coming into. So content is not only fill up with some text. Content should cover up the users expectations when they are coming in your SEO pages, or if you are selling the flowers, in that cases when they are coming into your flower pages, they should get the relevant flower informations, right? They should get your flower offers, like if you are selling the flower bouquet or you are selling the flowers, any gift kind of items, so they should get that kind of products in that particular pages, and there is informations what you are offering. It's not just pictures and pricings. It should cover the descriptions, what exactly you offer, how many roses you want to give in that particular package. So how many things you should cover in that particular gift. So you should describe well into that particular pages. So that will create the user's trust on your products, user trust on your services. So increasing the trust is now a basic factor for the content distributions, like how you are distributing content into your websites. If you can't increase the trust of your users by reading your content, it will not convert and it will not help for the ranking also. Okay, so in that cases, content distributions you should consider for the next tier of things, because if you are targeting, for example, I am preparing architectures. If I am a flower seller, okay, I am selling flowers. Okay, in that cases, I'm selling flowers from I have a small shops in flower shops in Kolkata. Okay, and that Kolkata is very specific, maybe in flower shops in Salt Lake area. Okay, so if I have a flower shops in Salt Lake area, right? So in that case, I have a website, and in that sites, I have a given structures, like I am trying to put a different flowers offers, like there is a birthday flower gifts, right? So someone is looking for the birthday flower gifts, and they are coming into my website. In birthday flower page, they should get what exactly the flowers gifts we have, and also the mentioning how they are getting benefited after taking this, why they will purchase these products, what is the basic difference from the others, what exactly offers I am providing, and what exactly savings they are making. Like if they purchase this, they might be saved 10 rupees, what the other people are offering. So if you are offering with this kind of informations in your content, the content will come up with a natural, and the content will also be converts your sales. Okay, so that you should consider into your content distributions part. Next, you should consider the meta areas. Okay, previously, before 5 or 6 years, in fact, in 7 years also, in a past, the meta areas get a great role. Okay, it have a great importance for playing into the SEO ranking factors. A lot of website still you will see in title area there is all the keywords they have designs like comma and that. So they have put all the keywords in the title. They have given all the efforts into the descriptions by pushing the keywords to rank the websites. Okay, so that type of techniques is basically obsolete right now. Okay, so your meta tags or meta areas also you have to be concentrated so that it come up with a nature. Okay, and it should also meet the parameters. For examples, I always suggest my students that you should follow the methods of the KISS methods. Okay, So the keys is keep it short and simple. So in keys methods, in meta areas, we'll also follow the short and simple methods. Okay. So in short and simple methods, in areas of the, you know, when the search results comes into your considerations, the search results shows the titles between the 65 to 66 characters. Some cases maybe the 67 characters. Okay. So if you are writing a titles which is more than 65 or 66 characters or 60, 70 characters or 80 characters, in that cases that will not be visible for your users. So it is useless for the users. So you should, in that areas, title you can make it short. You can make within the 65 characters. You may express what exactly you want to convey. In flower pages, you should talk about your flowers offer. What you want to intend, like what if they are coming into your website, what they will get. Don't make it the meta text like flower shop in Kolkata, flower shops in Miami, flower shops in this. So don't go with the keyword stuffing. Rather than keyword stuffing, try to come up with the beauty of the attractions. Attract your visitors with your titles. Okay, so that is the most important, how you are covering that meta title areas. And another part is the descriptions. There is a lot of discussions going on whether we will provide the descriptions or not. Okay, there's in descriptions also, we also follow the short and simple methods. In short and simple methods, there is a things like in description area also, in Google's you can see that if you put 200 words into the descriptions, meta description area, it is fine. But how much Google is showing? The Google is showing in between to 150 to 160 in between, it shows max. Okay, in description area. So if we are working for the users, if we are putting the information for the user, so the user can see, and also for the search engines, in that cases I think it should cover within the 150 and 160 characters. So that in 150 and 160 characters,
with spaces or without spaces?
So with space, with space you can cover 150 to 160 characters in between. So in fact with space also. So in that cases, if you can space what exactly you want to say, what you are offering in that particular page, that express in your description. No need to write a story. No need to push the unnecessary keywords into that particular descriptions, which may harm for your future ranking. Okay, so that will be my suggestions. In meta text area, titles and descriptions, please check from your end so that it looks like natural. It's not looks like keywords spam kind of things. And you should come up with the user experience. You should always follow the user experience. You might put the mobile number, phone numbers, and you can put the action, call of actions kind of things. So that in titles, look at this. If the titles will come up in this, that lawyers in Miami call 088 102034 for free consultations. So in that cases, or lawyers in Miami offering free consultations, call now this. So it should, when it will come up in a title, so it will getting a phone numbers, it will get a call of actions like call now, and you are also offering the free consultations, which might people's attract. Okay, so while your visitors first appearance, when they are searching the lawyers in Miami or Miami lawyers, and when they are getting in a third position, fourth positions in that cases, if your website's titles is coming up with this way with call of actions, they might immediately call on your number. There's a lot of cases I have seen that even the users don't visit the website, when they get the phone numbers and they feel a trust or things, they immediately make a call. So your job is done. Your job is to attract people. Your job is to give the information. When you are getting call, make it convenience for that. Give the information what they are looking for, and that will be your business. Okay, so think about that areas so that you can implement on that. Next, coming into the meta keywords areas, there is a lot of discussions with come up with the keywords also. There's a lot of big size in fact that keywords kind of things. I would recommend it's not required right now for the giving the meta keywords, because it's not that much importance it is passing for the SEO ranking. So keywords you can ignore. And also in other hands, if we think in a different way, like if we are thinking that we are giving the keywords for the consultations point of view, like that the search engines will see this is keywords we want to target. So it is intentionally you are passing the informations to the search engine that you are intentionally targeting that particular keywords. So it is not the users kind of things. So let's search engine decide what keywords we are targeting. Let's search engine identify what exactly information you have provided for your website or particular that landing pages. So for that particular landing pages, the keywords factors, the meta keywords factors, I don't think it is required. Okay, so if you want, you can give it in a short. Don't make it a double and triples retry. Like if you are offering like SEO company, in that case is SEO company Kolkata, SEO company in Kolkata, Kolkata SEO company. Don't make it that way. Make it SEO company Kolkata services. That kind of things you can put into your keywords, meta keywords. Okay, I hope you got the point. Okay, next is basically the internal linking factors. Okay, the internal linking factors is a major factors nowadays. Okay, because previously the trend was like it was based on the the backlinks factors. Still the backlinks factors is the major factors for the ranking, but still sorry, currently the internal linking also getting a huge weightage. Like if you have a good internal linking strength, like you are recommending in a particular page, you have given the informations like for the users, and you have written a content, you have written a blogs, or you have written an article. In that particular article you have suggested these pages you have referred for the more information what you have written before. Okay, in that scenario, what we will get, these pages are getting a internal linking, internal backlinks from this particular page. So these pages are getting, if these pages are getting a PR3, so that PR3 juice is passing into these pages also. And there is another factors is coming up, like these pages also getting the traffics. Okay, the traffics are coming into these particular pages. Also there is another factors, this page is also getting indexed if this page is also get indexed. Okay, or else if they are getting links from this, so these pages will get indexed by these pages. Okay, so indexing will be more easily, you can make it like the pages will frequently index when you will update on that particular pages. If you have a well internal linking architectures have in your website. And also there is another factors you will notice, that if you have a making this internal linking with a very good it's not again it's not keywords kind of like SEO company, and you have landing into the SEO company pages, I would recommend to that particular linking, make it interesting. Okay, like a free downloads for the SEO tutorials, you can check it. So you can push into the SEO download pages where you can tap their informations, and that informations maybe you can use for your email marketing purposes and your follow-up purposes. So that might be you can interact with your users, but you can get the particular pages with the link factors, which is not a keyword spamming. Again, it will be a dilutions with your keywords, which will makes a long tail keywords with the before and after, like post and prefix key phrases. Okay, and also this will increase if you have this kind of the well architectures internal linking. In that cases, what happen, like this will increase the user's experience, like it will increase the user interest to know more about your website, and that will decrease the bounce rate. Because when they are coming into this page, for example, this is the landing page for your users. Okay, when they are coming into this landing page, if they are getting there is a links like which is talking about more about the local SEO factors, local SEO ranking factors. In that cases, they will go in the local SEO factors. So they are reducing the bounce rate, like the bounce rate will decrease. And
so
also
this will be the blog section, I guess.
It could be article sections in your website. It could be your landing page where you are mentioning the things, and you are connecting with your blogs, you are connecting with the article page, or you can connect with the other service pages. It might be. So in that cases, these pages basically when they are coming into this page, when they are going for this page, so they are reducing the bounce. So the bounce rate will reduce, and also the interesting part is this will increase the average time on site, which will get a reflect on your Google Analytics. Okay, so when your users are staying on your website, and
is this immediately reducing the bounce rate? Because
yeah,
they're
definitely.
coming to this
When they are
page,
coming into this website
Yeah.
and landing page,
Landing
and they are going for the another page, it will decrease the your bounce rate, because bounce rate is when bounce. What is exactly the bounce rate? The bounce rate counts when the users comes into a page and close that particular page and leave from your website.
Okay.
When they are coming and landing page and they are going into the another
Another
pages,
page.
so that is exactly not the bounce rate kind of things. Okay, so if you want to decrease your bounce rate kind of, so that interlinking factors, good interlinking factors can decrease the things. And obviously, if your content is not well written, if it is not attracting your users, that definitely will increase the bounce rates. But this is another technique. If I think I can assume that your content will be interesting for your website users, and also you are managing the internal linking factors. Okay, so which will be helpful for your ranking as well as driving the traffics to your internal pages. Another factors basically the social sharing scopes, and definitely I will love to inputs over here that rich snippets, okay, or rich snippets, because you have noticed that in Google search ranking, the ranks, the website you are getting over there is coming up with the star signs, is coming up with the pictures. Okay, this is coming up with the reviews, like this much people have reviewed that things. So this kind of things is Google's coming up for their users, like the users not only motivating by the ranking or the first rank, second and third rank, they can also decide which one is a good, which one creating that more trust. When they are seeing a pictures, a particular person, for example, if my videos is coming up with my pictures and it's representing who I am and what exactly I have published, in that case it feel a trust. Okay, it increase a trust. So usually people click on that particular page, people clicks on that particular results page. Okay, so if your website are giving a that scopes, you have a rich snippets integrated into your website, so that when the visitors is coming, they can write a reviews about that things. If they are coming, they are giving a star marks, whether they have liked your pages or not, whether they how they can review it, means they can give the star marks ratings. Okay, but you can increase the rating sections, so these ratings might hit into these search results. Okay, and another factors basically I do believe that in social sharing scopes also be very important, playing a important roles for the ranking factors in coming days also. Like when you are coming up with the content, if you don't have given the social sharing scopes, it will reduce your socials presence. Okay, like our visitors, like if I given a content over here, this is a well written. So if I am giving a scopes to share into the Facebook, share into the Twitter, share into the Pinterest, share into the LinkedIn and other platforms, so usually I don't know who is coming up. He might be a good influential persons. He might be have a good influential people in his networks. So he like it and he immediately share into the Facebook. Immediately when he shares, you get thousands of visitors in your website for only one shares. It can happen. So if you are not giving options for the social sharing, you are losing the traffics. Okay, you might lose your traffics for that. And also this social sharing scopes, because you know the Googles are giving the more importance for the that social signals. Okay, so when you are giving the social sharing scopes, so when people start sharing and that particular shares increasing more viral marketing kind of things, more viral response for your website, so it will get a automatic trustworthy things. It automatically getting a social signals, because from socials they are visiting your websites, so it will increase a more like kind of mind. Okay, so more like-minded people will visit your website and it will increase trust, and that trust signals will pass into the for the ranking factors, so you can expect a good rank for that. Okay, next part basically a lot of websites, this is especially important because this is also coming up with the factors. Now, sales and conversions funnel integrations. Okay, So sales and conversion funnel integrations is important. Why? Because when you are doing SEO, there is a lot of website. We saw when we get a client's website, we saw client have a lot of dreams. Okay, they have a lot of dreams. Every businessman have a lot of dreams. Every businessman wants more money from their business, and in that cases, what they think, if their site is coming up with the Google search ranking, they're coming up with the top page, they're coming with the top rank, they will get a lot of business for their website. But I'm sorry to say that if their website don't have a well structured sales funnel, if don't have the conversion funnel integration in their website, in that cases neither the traffic will convert into the business, or nor they can analyze why it not happen. Okay, so my point is, if you are putting a form, okay, if you have there is a lot of websites I saw that we say full of pictures, full of content and all, so but there is no conversion point. Like in a, you can see a lot of website push the toll free number, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 these things. There is a lot of options like get a free code button kind of things. There is a options called submit now, okay. There is a options called like there is a form you can integrate over here, okay. There is a subscriptions offer or package you can offer into particular your landing page, right? So in this kind of sales funnel, if you are integrating, in that cases, if you are not integrating with this kind of things with the conversions tracking code, okay, you have a conversion funnel, okay, but you don't have a tracking kind of things. You don't have implement the tracking, which is I will describe into the my next topics, okay. If you are not connecting with, like, if any people are coming over here, how they are coming up, what experience they are using of that, how, from which point they have skipped for the final sales point, okay. There is a lot of things. They have clicked on the add to cart, they have given chosen thing, they have put the coupon codes, but they have come up from the final click point, final order now, final sales point. So you have to analyze like from which points basically you are losing your business. So for that, or well structured sales and conversion funnel will able to give you the impressions like what is going on. If you are giving a full effort for the SEO, if you are giving a full effort for your activities to rank your website, when you are getting ranked, when you are getting a lot of traffic for your websites, what exactly that traffic's doing in your website, whether they are liking your content, whether they are going to purchasing your products, or why they are, if they are purchasing products is good, if they are not purchasing, so why they are not purchasing. So that will give you the analytics history. From analytics history you can tag, but for that you have to be put the conversions tracking codes into your page. So this kind of things is also important for your factors. Why I have mentioned in the Onpage SEO factors with this, because some cases these conversions also giving up signals, because you are giving an authority into the Google. If you are giving the Google Analytics in your website, if you are giving the Google Webmaster into that, and you have a sales page and this kind of thing, download button, subscribe now button, if you have a lot of conversion is doing on your website, that means people are giving a trust. That signals also passing into your ranking for your ranking factors. It is hidden factors, but it is true. If you are making it well, it giving the more trust signals. Okay, if you have a lot of subscriber, if you have a lot of newsletter subscriber, if you have a lot of sales you are getting every day, you are getting a lot of impression for that, that will also be a good factor for your ranking. So you also keep in mind that factors. Next point I want to share that integration of GA means Google Analytics and Google Webmaster tools and other analytics tools. Okay, this is also be a factors like you should concentrate into your website. Okay, so why it is important? Like Google Analytics have a huge potentiality to analyze what's going on your website. Okay, it has a huge potentiality to analyze your data, like how your website performing in that in terms of if traffic is coming, what exactly they are doing. Okay, how many times they are coming on there, whether they are repeat visitors, whether they are unique visitors, how many times they have visitors in your particular pages, and how many times basically they have given the impressions for the things like what you are sharing, so how many times basically they are staying on that your website. So that particular things you can get up from the Google Analytics reports. And also you can, this will be a good tools for the your analysis purpose. You can analyze your works, you can analyze your how your website is performing by your users, and you can implement that factors where you are thinking that if you want to tune it, it will be, oh, improve that things, you can improve and you can get the better results. Okay, so Google Analytics, I love it because it gives a lot of things with free. Okay, and another tools basically Google's use it, that is a definitely Google Webmaster Tools. This is another fantastic tools given by the Google for the webmasters specialists, because this way you can get the things whether your pages Google's is able to index or not, whether the crawlers can easily crawl your page or not. If they are not able to crawl your page, so it will not get indexed. If it is not get indexed, you will not get ranked. Simple. So in that cases, if they are not getting a crawling issue, in that cases there will be indications this pages is not get crawled. So you can reduce that things. Okay, you can solve that issues. There is another interesting part is broken links. There's another interesting part is basically not found pages. There's a lot of pages, maybe it's linked with, but the pages is not ready. Maybe the pages is deleted. So that kind of informations can lose the user experience. When their website is coming and they are going for the 404 page, which is basically the impression wise it will be not good for users. So in that cases, that indications you can get in a Google Webmaster and you can solve the problems. Another good points in Google Webmaster you can receive, there is a there is after Google's Panda and Penguin updates, link updates, link spam updates in fact. So in that cases, the old website, those getting penalized for the Google Panda, Penguin, for the content issue wise, linking wise, spam linking wise. In that cases, if you can identify your spam links, if you are identifying the which is a toxic links, so in that case, that kind of toxic links you can reduce, you can request to disavow that links, to disallow the links from the Google Webmaster. This is another good part for the webmaster in fact, to get a remove from that kind of difficulties they are facing for the ranking or penalizations from the Googles. In that, another part is in Google Webmaster, which is a very good. I will take another classes basically, especially for the Google Analytics and Google Webmasters, where I will show that what exactly how you can track every signals, how you can track the everything into this lovely tools given by the Googles, which is a free of cost. Okay, and there is a lot of analytics tools. You can go for the Crazy X, you can go for the tools basically for the analytics tools for the different HubSpots and others to analyze the data, how it is working. So you can implement that in your website, which is important, because if you are not implementing, you will not get reports. If you are not getting reports, you will not able to implement what should cover. Okay, so that particular things you will keep in mind for your things. And also there is a factors, like other factors basically I would love to share that might be other points I want to share, that website speed, codes validation checking. Okay, why I have mentioned this Google website speed, codes, validations, checking these things, because see there is a specs. We identified these things very interestingly, like last 10 years basically the way we are working with the clients and this. So we got a website which is already developed and it is running, and for the 3-4 months, and then they decide for the SEO and they come up for the solution to the consultant. And we found a lot of issues in the websites happen in terms of technical point of view, because the designs on a creative point of view, They think that if the sites have a good pictures, they have the actions point of the videos, and there's a lot of a kind of flash and JavaScript codes with which is basically rolling here and there, and so that makes the website attractive, no doubt, which is also important. But there is another point also you have to realize, that how whether that particular interactions or attractions hamper your speeds or not, it hampers your kind of technical errors is coming or not, that you should concentrate on your checking point. Okay, because in Google's also introduce Google's website speed checker tools. Okay, there is a tools where you can check the speeds, whether it is compatible with the desktops and mobiles or not. What exactly issues you can fix it. What exactly if you issues fix, how it is performing. So you can get the reports from that. So why there's the intentions or signals. Basically, you also have to keep in mind that why they have coming up with these things, because this is the times to check whether your website performing well in your mobile platform or not, whether your website is really user friendly or not. It is not must, it is now mandatory. Okay, it is not important, it is now mandatory kind of things. Your site should get open immediately, because in a short time period, because the users basically will not stay for the 5 minutes and only seeing they have clicks on the things website and click on the enter, and they will wait for the 5 minutes to when the website will open, they will see the result. No, they will skip immediately, and if they skip, will lose business. And if they skip, if they will not able to see your website, they will feel trust on Google's also. Okay, so in other hands, Google also see that the results they are giving, so that the users can open the things easily, they get informations immediately, because it is a time for immediate actions, right? It is not time for the stay and see and do next day. No, sorry. So this is the time for the immediate actions. So in that scenarios, if you check your website performing well or not, if you check that your website speed works good or not, in that cases you can use the lot of tools available where you get a signals, whether they will give you the inputs. That's what you should do, what you should implement to make it good speed kind of things. And also there is a codes and validation, there is a W3 validations tools is there, where you can check the rules wise your website is validate or not. So if it is not validate it. Okay, there is options, there is a given informations, you just make it implement on your website by the designers or developer, those have developed your website. Okay, so this is the kind of points I think you should follow for the on-page factors, and also put the whole efforts for the coming up with the really good things which is useful for the your users. User experience is the most important factors for the on page. It is not only the mad ads, this, but the user experience. It's all about the user experience. If you implement this kind of things, it will increase the user experience and also user trust. If your users trust on your websites, if your users coming up, they knows this website is giving me a good information, this website is giving me a real information, this website will give me the things which is really works, so they will recommend, they will never ever